What's up, guys? So yeah, I know I just posted a video 2 nights ago, I guess. Yeah, 2 nights ago, and but I just wanted to get something else out there to try and show you guys a little bit more. I've done a few spring fishing videos, but I haven't really talked about what I did and what to do during the spring, and it's kind of what I'm trying to do this channel for, is to get you guys to know how to do what I'm doing out there. And what I try and do is I try and just keep it simple. Everything needs to just kind of be in a few assortments, and sometimes you gotta really change it up. But what I'm about to show y'all is in the spring typically what works. So yeah, I think let's get down to it. In the spring, mainly you want to have a moving bait, a dragging bait, and a flipping bait. And I have those right here that I'm about to show y'all. So I guess let's get into it. So when you start off in a spawning bay or a spawning flat or a creek or a cove or anywhere where you're trying to catch them moving in, I like to start off with something like a moving bait, whether it's really just what you have confidence in. Either like a spinner bait. Here, one of my confidence baits is a crankbait, just a little crankbait you can throw around, throw to cover, and just kind of stuff like that. When fish are moving into spawn, they're really looking to eat stuff, and you don't want anything big, because I mean, this is like a medium-sized crankbait in the spring, and because big fish will eat small baits when they're moving in. That's kind of what they're trying to go for, is really small fish to eat, whether it's bluegill or shad or something. So just match you want to match the coloration of the water you're fishing, the bait, all that plays into a factor about it. But this is a Spro Little John in Fire Tiger color, and down here in these Coosa River Lakes and Tallapoosa River Lakes, this color, any kind of darker faded kind of green, chartreuse, orange, black, those kind of crankbaits tend to work better. But I got this pair in a 7-foot medium heavy Duckett Ghost with a Edu Garcia Revo winch on it, and I got 12-pound BPS fluorocarbon on it. And that's pretty much what I'm doing is when I start and I work my way to my first spot to slow down. And once I slow down, I'll throw one of two things. I'll either throw a little flipping setup like I have here. And this is a 7.3 heavy Duckett Ghost with a loose Speedspool BB1 Tournament MB reel, and I have 20-pound BPS fluorocarbon on here. And this setup right here is good for flipping to wood, flipping to bedding fish, stuff like that. Anything where you're really trying to target cast this stuff. And I have a 3/8 ounce Strike King 2-grade tungsten on here with a Gamakatsu Superline EWG 4/0 flipping hook, or not flipping hook, it's just an EWG, but I use it for flipping because it's heavy wire. And in the spring, I don't like to use the big beefy flipping hooks just for random just beds and wood and stuff, because I feel like in the springtime they want something that will that really is lighter, and I feel like this gives the bait a lot more action. And also my favorite flipping baits, Strike King Structure Bug. that's my first setup when I'm flipping the targets. And I'll also, I'm trying to target bigger fish, or if I'm in an area like at a grass lake, or even just with heavy wood, I'll throw a jig. And I got a Duckett Micro Magic, 7 foot, medium heavy. But this is it's a medium heavy, which people say for medium heavy, it's not really good for a jig rod. But this rod does not have very much tip, and I'll show you. The tip on this rod is not that much. I mean, it goes down to probably the 6th eye, 7th eye, so that's pretty, it's not bad for a medium heavy rod. But I love this Micro Magic for jig fishing, because first off, you have these micro guides, and the Duckett micro guides are phenomenal. Great sensitivity, you can cast them really far, and I mean, they're just all around. I mean, for jigs and stuff on the bottom, you really want that to be able to feel what you're throwing to. I have this paired up with 20-pound BPS fluorocarbon, and this is a Davis. It's a 1/2 ounce football jig in Alabama crawl color with a pack of chunk Alabama crawl trailer on there. And yeah, I mean, that's, if I'm just flipping to cover, that's a great setup right there. Go check out Duckett rods. I mean, greatest rod I have ever used, and I have a lot of them, so that's that. Next off is going to be, if you get to like a spawning flat where you see multiple fish spawning, what I like to do is I like to throw something you can drag, whether it could be this football jig, or sometimes the fish like a downsized bait, and I like to throw a shaky head, which is really weird, because people don't like throwing shaky heads, but because they don't think they can catch big fish on it. But I've caught plenty big fish on a shaky head, and you've probably seen this rod in one of my other videos. It's a 7-foot medium action spinning rod. I have 10-pound test BPS fluorocarbon on here. It's a Duckett Ghost, and I got a 1/4 ounce Davis shaky head on here with a Gamakatsu hook on it, and a Shimano Sahara 3000 series spinning reel. And you can put anything on here. You can put your favorite worm. You can put a trick worm on it. You can throw crawls on it. It's really versatile whenever you get down to it. And sometimes if you're early in the spring, you can throw you can rig a tube up on this, which is really weird. But you can rig a tube up on it, a really soft, kind of narrow tube. Put that on there and drag it around if you're trying to get spots. You can catch largemouth on it too, but that's really for the colder months. But yeah, I mean, that's if I'm just throwing it into the spawning flats across from them. I got my power poles down, and I'm just dragging it. I'm just dragging it real slow, hoping to come right across one of the beds. But yeah, also this rod right here has been in a lot of my other videos, but I really do like it for using it in that application, which is just throwing it across the spawning flat and dragging it or hopping it across, hoping to land right on one of them's head to get them to bite. That's pretty much all I do in the spring. Like I said, I like to keep it simple, and I like to not overwhelm myself and saying I'm gonna have 20 rods on the deck of the boat and I'm gonna throw every single one of them, because I mean, realistically I can catch all the fish I need with one rod out, one jig rod, or one flipping rod, or one crankbait rod, or one shaky head rod. I mean, I can catch them all on that. The reason, I mean, 4 rods is more than I would like to have. If I could have one rod to do it all, I would do it, but it's just confidence thing with me. I like to keep moving. I hate just sitting in one spot. But in the spring is the most fun time of year to fish, because the fish, you got, especially right now, I mean, you got fish moving into the creeks to spawn, you got fish spawning, and you got fish coming out of the creeks. So you can catch them multiple different ways. I mean, you can catch them on points, you can catch them on brush piles, you can catch them on ledges, you can catch them on beds, you can catch them on blowdowns, rock banks, you can catch them mud banks, you can catch them doing really a lot of things. Whereas in the summer months, you're either way out in the middle of the lake, stroking a jig or dragging a crankbait around, and I mean, that's really the only thing you can do at some of these lakes. But I mean, that's pretty much all I like to do. Like I said, a shaky head for dragging around spawning flats, a jig for flipping, and also dragging around spawning flats, a flipping bait for flipping into wood, flipping around rocks, and flipping on beds, and also a crankbait for when you're moving in between points where you're going to be flipping. I mean, that's the simplest way I can dial it down, and just go out and try it right now and see what y'all do. And if y'all do this, I guarantee you'll catch fish. I guarantee you'll catch some good fish too. But yeah, just go and this is pretty much it. That's all I got. I'll have a post-tournament video up probably tomorrow night. I'll probably it'll probably won't be up till Sunday morning, but I'll try and put it up tomorrow night. And then I'll have a rod and reel arsenal out probably tomorrow. I'll probably film that during the day. I'll probably have it up Monday. And yeah, I've really been putting off the rod and reel arsenal because I have so many rods and reels in the boat that it would take me so long to put it all together. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna put my Instagram and Snapchat up as always, and DM me or Snapchat me if you have any questions. I'm always up. If you want video suggestions, if you want to see something, just let me know, and I'll try and get it out to y'all as soon as possible. Yeah, comment down below what your favorite spring fishing bait is, and I'd like to hear it. And yeah, just got any questions, DM me. That's pretty much all I got. See ya.